they developed a goals that, especially to fight poverty in many dimensions. So we call it Millennium Development Goals. So that goals, they come together and translate to 8 different goals. And the MDG framework has guided development work across the world for the past 15 years. So it's from year 2000 to year 2015. So this is the 8 goals. Number 1 is eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. 2 is achieve universal primary education. 3 is promote gender and equality and empower women. Reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, and combat HIV and AIDS. 4 is ensure environmental sustainability. And finally is a global partnership for development. Now for the past, from the year 2000 to year 2015, almost all the development goals from different countries is targeting this. So whenever they develop a development strategy plans, they will use this as a framework. So what works? Now, remember now it's already 2017, so it's already past the 15 years. Actually, when they develop that, they are target to fulfill the promise by 15. But now, what works? During the MDG 2015 summary report, we found out that, yes, it works. Extreme poverty dropped, right? Literacy rate increased. More girls in schools. Child mortality rate declined by over 50%. It's pretty good, right? And maternal mortality declined for 45%. And we have fewer new HIV infection fell by about 40%. 98% of the ozone depleting substances eliminated, right? And official development assistance increased by 66%. So this is the summary of each MDG goals. But at the same time, they find that something is not working, right? Gender inequality persists. Big gaps exist between the poorest and the richest households. Rich people get richer. Poor people, poor, right? Rural areas, they're poor. Urban area, they get more money, right? So also climate change and environmental degradation. Conflict remain the biggest threat to human development. When we talk about conflicts, right? War, country to country, right? Inside the country, maybe the ethnicities, they fought with each other. Finally, is the millions of people still live in poverty and hunger and without access to any basic services. We talk about like water, right? So what we learn here is the success of the MDG agenda prove that global action works, right? And global action is the only path to ensure that the new development agenda, right? 2015 is over, what is the new agenda? Leave no one behind. So multiple stakeholders should be included and require international cooperation, right? Poverty do not stay in that state. So it's kind of like global things. So now, the second agenda. So from MDGs to SDGs. Sustainable UN Millennium Development Goals from 2000 to 2015. Now is United Nations Sustainable Development Goals from 2015 to 2030. So we have another 15 years to work. So how is the goals developed? Now, learning from the lesson, they know that the new agenda should be truly universal and transformative. And new focus is the concept. What we have got today is sustainable, so sustainable development, and consider the relations between nature and society. right? More goals should be targeting this area, and as well as the social, environmental, and economic dimensions. So they know that, they learn from the lesson, how do they put this together? So this time they involve all the member states of the UN. Now in last agenda, development agenda, you know, in the UN we have different type of member state, right? Some in development perspective. Somebody is provider, the donor countries, right? Somebody is giving, somebody is recipient countries, and somebody is in between. So they give and take. So we call it new emerging countries. But now the discussion is involve all the member states, right? And also cooperation with the major NGOs. Because now it's not only member states, it's not only countries, right? NGOs, IGOs, civil society agencies. And also starting 2013, so 2 years before the end of MDGs, they have the open forum, regional consultation around the world, right? Survey over 4.5 million people. Ask them, what do you want, right? How can we achieve the goals? Collaborative wishes for the world to what do you think is a better world? What do you think about is an equal place to live in? Right? And around 5 million people involved in the process. So this time from 2013 to 2015, right, when the next new agenda is coming, so this is the people that get involved. After the collaboration, here is the 17, right, much more than the 8 before, 17 goals, sustainable development goals. And under each goals, we have different targets. Then I'm not going to go over all the goals. So what is important goals for the library, for the international library communities? IFLA, IFLA, International Federation of Library Association as an institution, they are actively involved of the development of the new development agenda. So they involve in the extensive negotiation to develop the UN 2030 agenda. And they want to make sure that ensure access to information, right? So they represent the international library community. So us, like we need to ensure access to information. We safeguarding of cultural heritage. We also make sure that universal literacy and access to information and communication technologies. Why libraries are important, right? Why we are important? Because data for development should be made available to the public in open formats. Libraries can do it. Data literacy skills to ensure data and used and interpreted correctly. So librarians, library worker can do it. And librarians have a role to play in developing this data literacy skills. We can teach. Why you and me are important? Because government are no longer the primary player. Now it's not only government talking to government. Everybody get involved in development, to achieve the development goals. You and me are the stakeholder as the community members. We are citizens here, we are community member. You and me are also stakeholder because we are also a library workers. We work in the library. We can deliver the promise and we can help achieve the goals. Now, we have 17 new goals, but this 5 is identified to relevance to the libraries. So we can help achieve this 5. And 16 is the main goals. So I can go over one by one. like gender equality, industrial innovation and infrastructure, peace, justice, and strong institutions, sustainable cities and communities, and partnership for the goals. You go back. 16 is the biggest, right? See what can we do here. What is 16? So goal 16 is promote peaceful and inclusive of societies. For sustainable development, provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Under goal 16, this is target 16.10. So there are multiple targets to help us, guide us to achieve the goals. So 1610 is what we can do now. Ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with national legislation and international agreement. Right. Number 2, the goal number 5. We can achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. How can we do that? Target 5B, enhance the use of enabling technologies, and in particular information and communications technology, to promote the empowerment of women. Okay. The next one is goal number 9, build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. What library can do is target 9C, increase the access to information and communications technology, and strive to promote universal and affordable access to the internet in the least developed country by 2020. Another goal, we have 5, right? Now is the goal number 11, make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. So in target 11.4, strengthen effort to protect and safeguard the world's cultural and natural heritage. Now it's the number 4 or 5. Okay. Another one is 17, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. So now we can use target 17.8 to support to achieve the goal 17, fully operationalize the technology bank and science, technology and innovation capacity building mechanism for least developed countries by 2017, this year, and enhance the use of enabling technology, in particular, information and communications technologies. So 2017, their target has that technology bank established and is done. So let me see if I have I have a PowerPoint for this one. Turkey is the host country, and this one is just fully operational by September 22, so it's just a month ago. Okay. And what they try to do is, it actually is relevant to us, very relevant, because it's to assist this developed country, including landlocked developing countries and small island developing countries. So it's us. We are the small island developing countries, right? Building their national and regional capacity in the area, right? Of the intellectual property rights, and facilitate the transfer of technologies on volunteer and mutually agreed terms and conditions. So accelerate integration of the least developed stage into the knowledge-based economy. So now we are included. We are the small island developing country. So, and it's happening because it's already chartered the UN entity. Then what can the libraries and library staff do? Right? Library staff promote the information right to citizens. This is what we can do. Library staff can develop a reference collection and facilitate access to resources. So this is what we are doing. Library staff support access to government information and in all media. Right? So if somebody wants to know more about the SDGs, then we have the information for that. We have the resource for that. More so, we can do, the library staff can support the development of freedom of access legislation. Library staff can model high standards of information ethics. We show students what can use, what cannot use, give proper citation, right? And library staff can work with NGOs seeking to ensure transparency in the society. So we can facilitate access to this information. For example, eradication of poverty, agriculture, quality education, health and wellness, public access to ICT, information and communication technology, culture, economic growth, civil society. This is all the information underpins the achievement of the SDGs. Now we are already doing this. So we, as librarians and library workers, we already promoting universal literacy, including media and information literacy and digital literacy skills. We are closing the gaps in access to information and helping government, civil society, and business to better understand the local information needs. And the government want to know something, we already know what the local information needs are. By providing a network of the location where government programs and services can be delivered to those who need them. Another one is we already advancing the digital inclusion through access to ICT, information and communications technology. And having dedicated staff to help people develop new digital skills. And by serving as the heart of the research and academic community. By preserving and providing access to the world culture and heritage. And this is what we are already doing. And we are also special. Not only we are part of the international library community, we are also small island developed states. So what challenge do we have? We are very special, just like the country in Asia or Europe or Africa. Our challenge is we are small in size, and also we are remote, far from everyone else. We only have a narrow resource and export base. We don't have much to export to other countries, right? And then exposure to global environmental challenges. Somebody else doing something at the other side of the world is affecting us, right? And also external economic shocks. Anything happen outside our country is affecting our demand and supply. Also impact from climate changes. No matter what we do, somebody else has to do something too, right? Frequent and intense natural disasters. So this is special for us, the small island developing countries, states. So we have two more SDGs is directly relevant to us. It's 13 and 14, the climate action and also the life below water. What can the SID's libraries do? So besides what the international library community do, we have to do more. Two more goals, two more targets. 13 is take urgent action to combat the climate change and its impacts. So under 13, we have 13.3, improve education, awareness raising, and human and institutional capacity on climate change, mitigation, adaptation, impact reduction, and early warnings. So we are going to educate the community and other states. Second is conserve and sustainably use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. So what can we do under the target 14.8? Increase scientific knowledge, develop research capacity, and transfer marine technologies, taking into account the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission criteria and guidelines on the transfer of marine technology in order to improve ocean health and enhance the contribution of marine biodiversity to the development of developing countries, in particular small island developing states and least developed countries. Okay, if you have interest to look for what is the IOCC, you can Google it. I don't have information for this. Okay, so this is the future. This is our future. What is our future in the life of the library in the UN SDGs? Right? As now association, library association and the library sector can take the lead. What can we do? They can increase the community's awareness of the SDGs. They do not know. The member do not know, the committee member do not know, we can educate them, we can tell them, we can market them, we can promote them, right? They can work towards the making the SDGs mainstream in the society. And then they can talk up the real value of library activities and demonstration how these are aligned with the UN 2030 agendas, which is SDGs. And also, under increase the community's awareness, what can we do? All UN member states are committed to the UN 2030 agenda. So all the UN member already signed up for that. And every country is being asked to make sure that everyone knows about SDGs and how they apply nationally and locally. So the library can make sure everyone, right? Everyone working in the library has a role in the SDGs, UN 2030 agenda, and to make sure that everyone who visits the library knows about the goals. They come in, we tell them about SDGs. The National Library Association, regional or local library association has the opportunity to play a leading role. And I have to give special thanks to IFLA, International Advocacy Program, because I contact them and we communicate and make sure that a lot of resources from them, they give it to me and I make it more relevant to our region, to small island developing states. Okay. And this is my reference. I don't have a Q&A session. Okay, any questions? Okay, thank you. No questions. So lunchtime?
Thank you, Wai MA, for. I think it's time for lunch. As I say, lunch will be on your own. Come back at 1 for those especially who register for the IFLA Global Vision Workshop. That's the pre-conference for this afternoon. If you come at 1, you know we will be ready to finish. And maybe some update on our programs will be given out, because I know some of what is already on the program need to be deleted out and then updated with new ones. If you have any question, please, as it's lunchtime now, there are a lot of restaurants in town. There are a lot of takeout places where you can find takeouts and enjoy the causeway if you want under the rain. Yes, Paul.
Where is dinner and where is dinner tonight?
Yeah, if you're not coming back in the afternoon for the IFLA's Global Fusion Workshop, our welcoming dinner will be at Riverside Restaurant. If you don't know where is that, public library. On the other side, there's a Med Farm. Beside Med Farm, that's the place. Public library, there's an intersection there. Instead of going right, go left. But don't go too far because it's just at the corner. And if you don't know that place, grab somebody and he will help you. Once you go this direction, what is that? Going up, don't go to the right, go to where Pixies. Maybe 1, 2, 3 seconds you will reach there. 7 Star, in those that stay at 7 Star, that's where Riverside is. 7 Star order. Beside Med Farm.
First floor.
Yes,
Get
sir.
a map of
Bruce, you have a map? Because this is your assignment, I understand. That the tourism will help you on a map.
You can Google it.
You can
Connect.
If you have a special program for any of our activities, please let the LAM members.
Now one connected. Is it connected to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, only have 2 roads.
Yeah, like the 2 roads when they branch out. Go back into another branch. Yeah, go back into another branch. That has a branch. Go out. You sort the parkway there.
But I just brought it to the desk.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
But where are we now? Where is the Bangalore Hotel?
Wai Yi. Who's the trainer? You're the trainer, right? Not the trainer.
So how do I get over here? I go down. So I get out here and turn right and then left? Or what?
I know where you work.
Turn left?
Just keep following the.
We go to the main road, turn left on the main road? Follow it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep walking left, and then you just follow the
All the way down here?
and then there's a same right in front of us.
What's the name of this road? What's the name of this road? here. Over here, the government place. You go down the main road, down all the way over there. Okay?
Wow, that's far, huh?
Yeah.
Also, we were actually going there.
Far. It's not really
Not that far.
Oh, yeah, because we live in Guam now.
It's not really far.
So we just follow that main road down
Are you going
where
there?
we were going.
Let's go check in now.
Yeah.
Let's go. You follow me.
Okay. We'll follow you.
I will follow you.
I will follow you.
Huh?
How about you, man?
So I'm gonna go. No, I'll just return and then go my way. Are you attending the afternoon workshop? Oh yeah, I'm going back to this afternoon.
Okay, then see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow. Lucy will be here tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So, and then Lucy and I come here Wednesday and upstairs people from the second.
Okay.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Yes.